In the screencast, you will learn how to define what literal, inferred, and implied meaning is, and you'll also begin to describe the literal and inferred and implied meaning in a text. So in any text that we read, there are three layers to it. There's the literal, the inferred, and the implied. So down here on the left hand side we have our poem. It's about inspired inventions. So with the poem over here, if you look closely, the literal meaning, which is this piece here, the literal meaning is what does it or the text say. So it actually just really means what does the text exactly say. So you notice here underneath I put the flying kite, inspired man for a flight to dragonfly, instilled helicopter, which is the first two lines. I could copy and paste any part of this text into the literal meaning over here. The reason is the literal meaning is pretty much exactly what it says in the text. So if we were looking at Three Little Pigs, part of the Three Little Pigs, the literal meaning is that the first little pig made their house, well, the second one was it made it full of straw. Anyway, the third pig made theirs of bricks. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read Three Little Pigs. So literal meaning means what does it say in the text. The second part is the inferred meaning, which means to read between the lines. What does it actually really mean that the readers? What's the author really getting at with that particular sentence? So if we take that first sentence again, a flying kite inspired a man for flight, a dragonfly instilled a helicopter. The literal meaning would be what's highlighted there. But the inferred meaning for this is actually more to do with that the inventor of the plane modelled their design on how a kite flies. Because you can be able to infer that because it says inspired here. So they took the understanding of how a kite flies, how it takes off, how it glides in the air, and used that to create an aeroplane. Further down here in this text down here, where it talks about great masterminds with deep inner notions unveiled clues before their intrusive eyes. Notion means like a feeling that you have. Unveiled means that something appears. You make something appear that wasn't there before. And intrusive means curious eyes. So the literal meaning for this is what's highlighted in blue there. But over here, it actually, if you look at the inferred meaning, it actually means inventors and scientists observe the world to create new inventions. Spelling mistake here. So you get the idea that able to pick up that meaning from the literal meaning. So inferred meaning comes from the literal meaning. And the final step is the applied meaning, which simply means what does the author believe about the subject? What is the author's message? And if you read this carefully, it's all to do with that inspiration can come from anywhere when inventors or people are creating new things. And that comes from the sentence that we deconstructed before this one here, and even from the beginning where it talks about they're inspired by a kite, a dragonfly was inspired by that, by a rainbow, mountains, a shooting star, and so forth. So all those things mean that's what the writer or the author actually believes about the subject.